what I do. That's what I do. That's who I am. That's who I am. I'll make no excuse. No excuse. For being who I am. That's what I do. That's what I do. That's who I am. That's who I am. Make no mistake. I know that I can. Hi, this is Stan from Stan's Help Desk. And today I'm going to show you how to use Internet Explorer 9, more specifically how to acquire it, how to install, and some basic things you should know when you first install it. So you might already have it. It might have come in through Internet or Windows updates. If it hasn't, you can get it manually. I'll show you how to do that now. So go to Internet Explorer, and then you'll be going to Microsoft.com, which will then take you to this website here. And as time goes on, this website might change a little bit depending upon when you see this video, but it'll always show Internet Explorer 9, 10, whatever it'll be at the time. But right now we're at Internet Explorer 9, so let's click that. That's right in the center here. And then there's normally a download button somewhere, and right now it's right here, so we'll click that, free download. And the download begins, of course, so we'll save it. I like to save it to my desktop just so I'm able to easily find it again, but you can save it wherever you wish. There we go. Now, click Run. Do you want to run this software? Yes, I do. And this window here should appear. It's now safe to close Internet Explorer. If you don't do it, it's going to do it automatically for you at some point, but I'll just close it now. Now this will take a few minutes depending upon your internet connection, but I'm not going to break away from this just so nothing shows up at your end that is going to confuse you or anything like that at some points. You might get this here. Setup needs to close programs. It needs to close Windows Explorer, so that's fine. So we'll continue. You'll notice that file we saved is right up there. Your desktop icons might disappear for a second. Again, that's perfectly normal and fine. And setup might take a few minutes, and then Windows Explorer will restart automatically. You don't have to upgrade your Internet Explorer web browser right away, but I always try to get people to do so. It'll offer the latest features, security updates, and to be honest, you might as well just start learning how to use it right away because it'll be around for a while. New Internet Explorer will come out about once every year. There's been vast improvements over Internet Explorer 8 and Internet Explorer 9. You'll notice at the top here, there's personalized settings here. So it should open up a copy of Internet Explorer here.
going to bring you this screen. Set up Internet Explorer 9. Use recommended security and compatibility settings, or don't use recommended settings. But for most of you, especially if you're watching this video, I'd recommend choosing use recommended security and compatibility settings. So we'll click OK. So once everything's all installed here, first thing I recommend doing is to bookmark this web page, Meet Your New Browser. You can explore the site at your leisure, and it will show you little tips and how-tos on how to use Internet Explorer. Okay, so in case you don't know what tab browsing is yet, tab browsing is, rather than having 5, 6, 7 Internet Explorers open at once, it combines them all into one window. So if you want to go to one site, you click here. Then if you have another website open, you can click the next tab and so forth. Tab browsing is very common nowadays, so you've probably seen this before. To close a tab, hit the X. To open a tab, mouse over where it says New Tab, and then it starts a new tab there. Okay, am I from Canada? I am actually from Canada, so I will choose from Canada. It'll take me to the Canadian version of MSN. Now, of course, you can change that. So you'll notice now on the right-hand side, there's a gear, a little star here, and a home button. So the home button takes you to your home page. The star button, you can view your favorites. The gear button is the settings. Now, I remember all this stuff used to be over here. I've changed it a little bit, but I'm going to show you how to make it look a lot more like how it used to. So what you'll want to do is right mouse click anywhere in this area here in the empty space. And then you get the option of turning on these options: menu bar, favorites bar, command bar, status bar. So I just turned on the menu bar. Every time I do this, I'm left mouse clicking. There's the command bar, and the little status bar at the bottom there. So now you'll notice it's looking a lot more like it used to. Likewise, if you want to turn one of these features off, so for example, the favorites bar, which is up here, you might not have a use for it. You can turn that off. So favorites bar, click it, disappears. Right mouse click, click favorites bar, reappears. Really straightforward. You'll notice now that I've done that, there's a lot more features here, which you should be familiar with by now. Home, do I want to email this page, print this page, safety, tools, a whole bunch of good things here. And the help is on the far right. So as before, click the URL, you want to go to a website. So let's just go cbc.ca, and there you are. So I might want to bookmark this page. If I want to bookmark this page, click Favorites, Add to Favorites. I'll bring up an Add to Favorite. Where do I want to put it? In the main Favorites menu. And remember the Favorites bar we talked about, so we could put it in there, or a number of these other folders. So we'll just stick it in the Favorites for now. And notice we can make another folder if we choose. Let's just go ahead and do that now. So make a folder here called Geek. And then I'll add this cbc.ca to the folder Geek. You'll notice now when I go to Favorites, Geek, and there's cbc.ca in there. Now if I want to add something else that's already in my my favorites menu here, I can do it one of two ways. Either mouse click, hold down, and drag it into the folder. Or click favorites, organize favorites. This is the way I recommend doing it actually. You can move things around in here. So go back to Microsoft.com here. You'll notice the site looks a little bit different now because I actually have Internet Explorer 9. And that's really all there is to it. Of course, there's the zoom feature down on the right here, so you can make text a little bit bigger or smaller. If you have your computer hooked up to your TV, that's definitely a handy feature. Now, if I want to pin a website, I can do this. I take the link, drag it to the taskbar, and now from now on, whenever I click that M, it'll take me to Microsoft.com. Let's do a different one. I'll go to Netflix.ca. Take that, drag it holding left mouse button, move it to my taskbar. Now there's an N there. And for an added little feature, I'll change the back and forward buttons to a different color matching the website. So I'll now show you how to change your home page. So what you need to do is left mouse click on the little gear here, Internet Options, and then you'll notice it says Home Page. To create Home Page tab, type each address on its own line. You don't necessarily have to type it. What I'd recommend doing is going to the home page you want first and then going into this screen. So I'll show you how to do that. Let's just go to CNN.com and say I want this as my home page. So click the gear, Internet Options, use current. So you'll notice it changed it to CNN.com. Now if I hit apply, it's now applied the changes. You can have multiple home pages. So what that means, say I have cbc.ca as well. Click apply. Now from now on, when I open Internet Explorer, it'll open up two tabs, which is the two different home pages. So if you're going to open up Internet Explorer and you want to go to, say, weather and news and sports, every single time you open up your web browser, you can fill up that window in here, and when you open up Internet Explorer, all the tabs will appear for that. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you found it helpful. So this has been Stan, Stan's Help Desk. I'll talk to you later.